Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to share a couple things about tires with you. Hey guys, as you saw, I just got back from the tire shop and I have all these sets of tires in my garage now and they're ready to roll for track days and race days, and I thought it'd make a good video if I just talked about what I do with my tires to make them last longer. And I got a couple quick tips in there that will help you save some money. Okay, so I have my track day tire here. This is for my Fiesta. It's a 205/50/16 and it is a RE71R. And as you can see, this is the outside of the tire right here, and this is the inside of the tire. As you can see, it looks actually like it's in decent shape. This has 4 track days on it, and each track day had about 4 sessions, and this was mounted the other way around. It's worn out actually more on this side that was on the outside because there is just stock camber on the car right now, and it was going to be wearing into areas that I didn't want it to go to. So I decided to flip the tires because this side here, it has a lot more meat on the what is now the outside, where I'm going to have a lot more to play with now when it scrubs on the outside, because I have less camber. I'm going to have a lot of meat there to wear down the tire. I'm going to have a lot more time on the tire because of that. So if I just kept going with this on the outside here, the tire would be done in 1 track day. So flipping the tire in this instance, when the outside wears early, will help you get a lot longer life out of the tire than you would have otherwise. So let's check out my other tires here. This is my old tire for my Spec-E 30 here. And as you can see, it was a slick and it's still a slick, but it has this wear here. And this was the inside. Well, the last I actually used it, it was on the inside here. And now there was these dots on here, and on the other tire you'll see that's how much rubber has worn down, is however much that hole is there. So you can see this side has no holes on it. So someone wore these out in the inside, they were done with them. They obviously looked better than this. And I took them, flipped them, and this was the inside here. And this is where I wore them the rest of the way. And you can see they're actually somewhat evenly worn, but that's how you get a lot more life out of them. If you don't need to run new tires every race and every qualifying and everything, you can definitely take advantage of someone else's tires. This is a new tire, so as you can see it says inside. This is the inside. This is the outside. So this tire was run as this being the inside before, and they wore out. You can see more here. The hole here is smaller than it is on this side, and you can see that they scrubbed it this direction. So they ran it with this being the inside. So when I get the tire halfway through, what I think is kind of halfway through its cycle, so I get the tire and I get it mounted, flipped the opposite way it was run before. One important thing is, let's see if this tire has it. Usually there's a yellow dot, you line it up with this valve stem, and that is the light part of the tire. You want the light part of the tire to be lined up with the valve stem. So you have the light part of the tire with the heavy part of the wheel, and that will require less weight to balance that wheel and tire assembly. So that's one tip. The next tip is for your wheel weights. There's some tape that I use. It is just aluminum tape. I think it's for ductwork as well. Okay, so what I do is I take a piece that's roughly the length of it, maybe a little longer, and I rip it off, and then I use this to cover up the wheel weight, like so. And you can cut it down however you want, but I just stick a slab like that, and that will protect the weight from coming off. And when you take it off, it's actually not sticky underneath. So if you just check out that little piece I just took off, it's actually not sticky under there. And that's all the tips that I have for you today. I hope you learned something. If you did, make sure you like it, and if you could subscribe to see more videos, that'd be great.